Hi everyone, and good morning. And well, it's morning here in Australia. I'm just checking my phone to make sure I'm live. I hope a few of you can find me on here. I'll just go out and come back in again. Wherever I am, up there. Yep, all good. Nicely set up this morning for a change. I don't think I'll move anything today. I'm getting a few messages because it's my birthday today, so if you can hear some dinging in the background, you'll know what it is. And I turned my volume down on this, but it's not, it's still dinging away, so just bear with me if it keeps dinging. Good morning everyone. My name is Laura Stranks and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. If you're watching me live now, you're in my big group called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials, and I hope you enjoy what I'm going to show you how to do this morning. If you're on there, just say hi. Hello Trudy, good morning. Thank you Brenda. Just another day for me, getting to that age where you don't really want any more birthdays, but we'll just put up with it. Going out for dinner with the family tonight, which is the best part. Good morning, Vicky. Not a lot to say. I will show you at the end of today what my best crafting buddy made me for my birthday. The card that she made me. I won't show you the gift that she gave me. I'll just show you the card that she made me. She always makes a special card. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Sandy. Caught you live from Oklahoma. It's 6 p.m. Well, 6 p.m. Friday evening's not a bad time, which is good. Good morning from Canada, Annette. Thank you, Annette. I'm 75 today. That's a bit daunting. I just think of my mum every time I have a birthday because my mum passed away at 49. So I'm blessed every day that I have passed that. It's such a blessing to be able to enjoy your family. Good morning, Nerida. And good morning, Louise. Oh, have you tagged Karen? I know she was trying to find how to get on this morning. I hope she finds it okay. Good morning, Marianne. Nice to have you on. And from Norway, 1 a.m. here. I think you should be in bed. Oh, good morning, Karen. You found it. Thank you. Glad you found it. See, you're not too bad with technology if you can find me on here. Thanks, Sandy. And Penny from WA. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeanette. And thanks, Kate. Oh, I've got lots on this morning. Yes, you are here. So just keep watching. I'll show you how to make this card this morning. It's not difficult. It's a fancy fold at the front here. I'm not going to go through all of this. If you're in my group, you'll be watching now. You can only see me if you're in this big group, so that's where you are. I will mention my YouTube channel. It's called Creative Gems. So when I'm finished today's live, I will pin this live to the featured tab, but it will only stay there for 30 days. Facebook, in their wisdom, a few months ago, decided that we could only keep our live videos for 30 days. So I upload them now to YouTube as well. So once it's dropped off out of the live, out of my featured tab, then you can catch me on the YouTube channel. And I do post the channel. It's called Creative Gems. So if you type that in YouTube, you'll soon see it'll come up. It's got a diamond shape logo on it. Thanks, Jenny. Our mothers are so, yes, I've lost my mother a long time ago. I was only 18 when Mum passed away. But anyway, we won't get into that, otherwise I will get a bit teary. We'll start the card straight away. We've got lots and lots on today. Good morning, Shannon from Calgary. I'll put that aside. So this card, it's called Faux. I've named it Faux Camera Shutter Card because it's a makeup of a camera front. Faux meaning fake. I think that's the word you'd call when you say something is faux. So I shall show you how to do it. This is my measurements, which I put up the other day, and I did pin them to the featured tab, so if you need them again. The PDF, the full PDF with all the instructions from today will be in the Files tab. I'll pin that in, I'll add that into there, but you can catch it on the YouTube channel later on after I've uploaded it to that as well. So the piece, not many pieces you'll need today. It's quite simple and it's so easy to do. My main base, this is pretty in pink. It's one of the in colours at the moment. There are new in colours coming, and the previous in colours, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you'll notice the changeover soon. The beginning of May, we change our in colours. The previous 2 years ago drop off, and we get a new lot in. Not as fussed on this lot of colours this year. There are some nice ones. There's a couple there that I'm not too fussed on, but that's, you know, we don't have a choice. My main base is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and now these are in Australian measurements. So if you decide, so I'm still getting messages. If you decide you want it for US measurements, you just do your normal card base, and the feature on the front here will still fit. So you may need to, this background mat here, you may need to make a little bit smaller. I think you're wider at the width and shorter this way. So it's easy enough to adjust. But this piece here on the top, you could do it exactly the same and just adjust your border around there. Just make a mat at the back with a 1/8 inch border around. Do your standard card base. So it's not easy, not hard to adjust this one. But I am doing it in Australian measurements. So that's my base. I will tell you the scoring in a minute. And then I've got a mat, which on this one here, I didn't emboss the mat, the white at the back here, which after I had put it all together, I thought I should have embossed that because you can see a fair bit of it at the bottom. So I have embossed this one. It's 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. So you can leave it plain or emboss it. And I've used one of the new embossing folders, which is this one here. It's called Damask Designs. It's not a 3D folder. It's one where you use a couple of clear plates. So that's that one there. It's quite nice. It's got a lovely pattern in the background and it's very subtle. That's that piece. And then a mat here, which is the same colour, that goes behind the square. It's 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. That's that one there. And then my patterned paper, or DSP, Designer Series Paper, is what Stampin' Up! Call it, but it is patterned paper. If ever you're wondering, if I put up something and say it's DSP, then that's what it is. It's patterned paper. This is out of a 6x6 stack of one of the in colours. Actually, I think it's one of the subtle colours. It's petal pink, I think, that one. 6x6, that one. So you need the full sheet of 6x6. So you could cut your 12x12 down into 4 6x6 pieces, or this is handy if you're doing using your 6x6 stacks. And then my inside mat, which I'm going to put some decoration on, it's 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. So that's all you'll need. And then I've cut some decoration pieces. Just see who else is on. Good morning, thank you. Robin, oh, totally, I lost my mum when I was 13. Yes, Vicky, that's even younger than my mum. From Moontar, South Australia. I've never heard of that. Beverly, good morning. Good morning, Tina. Thank you very much. And Jeannie, hello. So I'll put that aside and we'll keep going. So what you'll need, and I'll do some scoring with you first, and we'll need your trimmer. This base here, it's scored at 4 1/8, which is there, or 10.5 centimetres. But if you're using US measurements, do your normal scoring on your normal standard base, and it'll be the same. So that's that one there, and then we can fold and burnish that. That's all the scoring on that. We will be doing a little bit on the DSP, on the patterned paper. So I'll just burnish that there. And this can go onto here. I'll put all of this together last. I don't like, I usually get everything ready and then assemble. I don't stick as I go. So we'll put that on there. That one will go on there, but we're going to put, and I've got some decoration to go on this one. Now you'll need your patterned paper first, and I'm hoping a lot of girls do this one this morning or after I'm finished my live, if they could post their photos up. It's been a bit quiet with sharing. We've got a few people still sharing their craft, but not as many as usual. So now with this piece here, it doesn't matter which way you score it, because if you want your, I'm going to have the same as this with my stripe bit at the back and my patterned at the front. So, but it doesn't matter which way you score it. It depends on where you fold it when you're finished. So we're going to score this at 1 3/8. 3/8 is the 2 strokes before the 1/2 inch mark. So 1 3/8 on all 4 sides. Make sure your cutter's out of the road. And 1 3/8 on all 4 sides. 1 2 3. I haven't scored any of these beforehand. This is easy to do. Don't press too hard on your scorer, seeing it's a lot thinner paper. I'm getting excited. We've done a pre-order for the new catalogue, but there's lots in there that I would like to get, but we can't just yet. So that's all we need to do there to start. So that was 1 3/8 on all 4 sides. We can fold and burnish this. So if you're going the other way, if you want this pattern in the center and your stripes around the edge, you would fold it that way. So it doesn't matter which way you score it. I'm going this way because I want my stripes in the center as well. Again, I like the leafy pattern on the outside. I don't normally buy 6x6 much because I do workshops and classes here, and you've got to buy too many packs to get the whole set, a good enough thing out of it to do your class. There's too many. They're just smaller pieces, and it takes a lot to. You probably have to buy at least three packs to do a class, and then a lot of it's wasted because you don't use all of the pack. Good morning, Jane, and good morning. I can't pronounce your name. Nohemi, Nahimi. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Good morning, Carolyn. Morning from New Zealand. That's okay. So there's lots of times when people just drop off. I'm not sure why. So if you find that someone has dropped off, just send me a private message and I'll have a look at it. So what I'm going to do now is remove all of these squares in the corner. Right, and I'm going to cut just on the other side of the score line so you can't see the score line. You're removing the score line as well, but as close as you can to the score line, and take out those 4 corners like so. This is such an easy technique to do. It's been around for a little while, I think, but I did change a couple of things on it, which I'll mention in a minute. And then up there. So you're taking out all 4 corners. Like so. So you'll end up looking like that. Those 4 pieces we're not going to use. You'll end up looking like that. Now, this one here, just be careful here because you must cut it the exact same way on all 4 sides. if you fold one piece in, doesn't matter where you start, fold one piece in, and you're going to cut from that that corner point there, where the V is there, you're going to cut from there out to this point out here. Now you need to do that, so you're going from there to there, and you need to do exact same angle on all four sides. And so you can get in here, you need to fold that under, like so. Put that line, that score line there in your track, and move that around so the point there is in the track. And we'll just keep maneuvering that until we get it all in the track. I'm going to start my cut in the middle. I never start from a point here, because you will drag, especially on paper, you will drag your point and it'll end up all scrunched up. And here, it probably would work okay from here, but I'm going to start in the middle, and you just go up and down. So you're going to cut that same, and keep a couple of these pieces. I'm going to use this on the inside. So you're going to cut the same angle on all four sides. So we can turn that up again, push that one in, and go the same from that that corner little V there out to the point out here. Put the two in the track, put your blade in the middle, and go like so. Keep that one. Same again, pop that one under, cut from here out to the point. Make sure they're exactly in the track, and you'll do all four sides the same. So it'll end up a little bit like a windmill, I assume, from the V there in the join out to the point. And that's all there is to do. So you'll end up with it like that. Not sure what you'd call that shape. I don't think it's got a name. So now what we're going to do, I want my stripes in the middle, so I'm going to go this way. And what you're going to do, you're just going to go around and tuck these under. So I'll tuck that one under, then I'll go, tuck them all under. It's just when you get to this last one, you can go back and tuck. It sort of works itself out. I'll show you from this one. So that one there, so long as they're all tucked under each other, somewhere along the line. I think one of them ends up over the top. We'll tuck that one under. Just keep there, we've got it right. So they will all hold each other in. So just keep tucking under until you get all four underneath the previous one, like so. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue under the thinner part up here, but I'm going to put a dimensional under here, so it pops it up a little bit, just gives it a little bit more dimension. So I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue under here, like so. Not too much. That went all bubbly, I don't know why. Why don't we squeeze some of that out? It's a new bottle, that's why. Just bear with me while I get a bit of glue out. Doesn't want to come out. I'll just get another bottle. So that one's going to play out for me. Try this one. I've always got plenty of glue here. My hubby bought me a new desk office chair for my birthday. That's better. A new chair for my birthday. It's a really good one. It's so comfortable because I do a lot of sitting. I'm just going to put another little bit under there. And I can see it coming out. Doesn't need much under there. Just to hold those pieces down. Just a tiny little bit. And hold that down. Don't put too much because it's going to ooze out otherwise. Just make sure they're all tucked under each other. You may take a little minute to work it out where they're supposed to sit. But they're all tucked under the previous one. So just keep going round and round like I did before and tuck them under. And then we'll get some dimensionals and we'll pop, I'm going to get my pick tool, we'll pop one. This is not essential, this one. If you want it, just leave it. I'm going to take the back off before I put it under there because it's easier to get it off before you put it under. And I'm just going to do it like this. I'm putting it on the end of my pick tool and I'm just going to lift that up and poke it back as far as you can, or not right back, but in the centre, under there, under each one. I'll take the back off first. If you're putting these on underneath something, it's easier to do the back first. So pop another one under there. Just gives it a little bit of lumpy look underneath, if that's how you'd put it. Pop the back off. Take it off your finger. And pop it under there. And one more. And that one under there. So that's all you need to do, and that's all it looks like with that. Now we shall put this onto here. So it's got a 1/8 of an inch border, or a little bit more probably. It's a little bit bigger than a 1/8, but it's close to. It's an even size all the way around. I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this. Is this the new one I got out? I think it is. No, that's the one that we didn't want. It was stuck. Let's tidy the end of that. That's better. A little bit of glue just around the edge of that. And a squiggle in the middle. And this just goes straight onto here for your mat. Just gives it a little bit of accent on your piece. And then I've got a greeting. Now the greetings and stuff that I've done are some butterflies. Surprise, surprise, Laura's got butterflies. I did a little square for this one. I'm going to pop it in here. I'm going to pop it straight like that because I thought of, oh, I suppose it looks okay like that. I might do it like that so it's in line with the square in the centre. And I'm popping that up on dimensionals as well. Right here. I'll just put a couple around that. And I will put it on the same angle as the shutter part, because it's not too big an angle for the greeting. We'll pop that in the middle. You could even pop this, I think, yeah, it's too wide to go that way. It has to go this way. So we'll go that way. And then we've got these bits. We'll go with that in a sec. That's going onto the white piece. Everyone's gone quiet. I suppose they're concentrating watching. So that piece is going on there. And I've left the same sort of border around that on the 3 sides as a border around. So whatever measurement you get on the sides here, do that at the top as well. So it's all nice and straight. And then that goes, we'll take that centre piece out, and then that will go, I'm going to burnish that again. That will go on the front of that. A nice soft pink. I like pinks. Besides blue, pink is my next favourite colour. And I love flowers. Most of my cards that I do, I've got flowers on them. So that one will go onto there. And it's got the 1/8 inch border all the way around. So if you're in the US, it's easy enough to adjust the measurements on this. Just play around with it. Do your base first and then just adjust from there inwards. This may be a different size, but I'm sure it's easy enough to work out. Now these here, I'll show you the stamp sets that I used. I've got the sketched butterflies, which is a retired one now. I think it's retired a little while ago. I used the greeting out of that, wishing you a beautiful birthday, and I've used the dies out of this one, which is these butterflies here. And then I've got the hello. I've got this one's currently in the new annual catalogue coming out in May. I'm glad they carried this one over because it's so many good sentiments here. There's a birthday wishes as well as a happy birthday. Thank you, thinking of you. Really good set to have. So they did continue it on, thank goodness, because I was not going to get rid of it anyway. And then I've got some embellishments. The dies that I used for these, they're out of the Stylish Shapes, which are continuing on in the new annual catalogue. That's those two sizes. And then that's out of the Stylish Shapes as well. So all of those are continuing on. Now, this here, I thought I would put this around here. And then I've got this to go down here. It's going to overlap up a little bit there. Actually, I think I decided to tuck it in a little bit. We'll put that on there. We can use dimensionals. This here, I'm just going to pop it on with, it's got a little bit of stuff still there. I'm going to pop it on with some glue dots. Just in the center here. Doesn't need to go perfectly flat. Can pop up a little bit. But glue dots are the strongest sort of adhesive if you don't want liquid glue and your seal and those sorts of things. I use a lot of glue dots because they're quite strong. Glue dots are good on ribbon. I never use liquid glue on ribbon. It just doesn't work. We'll put another one in there. I always use glue dots on ribbon. So I'm just going to straddle those butterflies around that. Like so. And then I'll put these two together. We'll do the bottom one flat and I'll pop this one up. We've got the same height all the way. Keep losing my dimensionals and they're right in front of me. Does anyone else have that problem? You're looking for something and it's right under your arm or under your hand. Happens all the time. I've had a reasonably quiet week this week. I've got my prepping done for my next workshop, which is not until tomorrow week. I got all the prepping done for that. Not as many ladies as last month, I think, because it's a long weekend here next weekend. It's Labor Day on the Monday, so I think a lot of ladies have gone away. So then I'm going to put that flat there, and it fits just in under the perimeter of the card there. So we'll put a little bit of glue in the center of that one. So it sticks. I've got some embellishments to put on as well. I've been busy designing. I'm going to push that up under that a little bit so it sort of comes up a bit. Like so. And then I've got some more butterflies. I'm going to put one over here and a little one over here. So we've got butterflies everywhere. As I said before, don't throw these pieces away. I'm going to use those on the inside. Oh, we don't want that. We want a glue dot. Wherever I put them, right here. Good morning, Dorothy. And good morning, Sharon. South coast of New South Wales. Very nice to have you on. You can go back and watch the replay. I'll pin the replay to the featured tab after I'm finished. It will sit there for 30 days and then it will drop off. But it will be on my YouTube channel, Creative Gems, so you can always pick it up there if you don't catch it in the 30 days. Now I've got to make sure that this will go this way. I'm not covering my greeting and I'm not covering my too much on the front, and a little one up here. Actually, oh no, I'll keep it down here. We'll go this way. I'm trying not to take away from the feature at the front, at that there. These butterflies are in Petunia Pop, which is one of the other in colours that's current at the moment. It would stay on for another year after this, when this next catalogue comes out. It's one of my favourite colours. So we'll put the embellishments on that in a minute. In the inside, and I'll show you what I did here, just took a couple of these pieces that I cut off and put them on the corners. I thought of doing all 4 corners, but it was a bit too much, so I just did the 2 corners. So we'll just take a little bit of glue. I got my silicone mat out, but I haven't used it yet. And I'm going to use the leafy side as well. So just pick two of the pieces. It's good to use up your scraps. You can put all 4 pieces in there, just overlap them. Don't know which, I went that way. I might go this way with this one. And I have left a little border around. I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So this one here will go down here. Just gives you a little bit of detail. You could stamp a greeting in here. I don't, very rarely I stamp greetings inside. I stamp flowers and stuff. Lots of times I put a piece of DSP inside just to strip down the side if I can't think of anything to stamp in there. So we'll put those 2 bits. So you could go another piece here all the way around, but I'm not going to do that. And then that will sit inside there. I've got glue on that mat, so I better not get it on my card base. Thanks, Beverly. What date is the new catalogue coming out? It's the 6th of May. It will be live for customers. There has been a pre-order for demonstrators at the moment, and you can only get certain items. It was very limited this time as to what we could get. I was a little bit disappointed, but I suppose they can't give us all at once. But the 6th of May, and if you are a demonstrator and haven't done an order, there is a section when you do your first order, when the new catalogue comes out, there's a little box at the top, and if you click in there to say, I want my free catalogue, they're not sending out free catalogues anymore, like in your, just the catalogue by itself. They're saving on postage. So they are, when you do an order, you click in there and say, I'd like a catalogue, a free catalogue, and it will come out with your first order when you do an order. So that's how it's working, which is understandable. It saves a lot of postage. It's not a very, I'll show you the cover of the catalogue. I can't show you inside yet still. I can show you products and stuff that I'm using in there. So I have done my tabs as well. I'll get back to this card in a sec. These tabs were compliments of Gail Ellis, and if you're a demonstrator and you're on Demonstrator Planning Place, she has got a post in there and a PDF with these tabs. I did print, I'm not sure where the spares were. They come on a sheet. I'll see if I can just find them. I did keep the, I'm not sure where I put it now. I had a strip of spares. Oh, here it is. So they come like this on an A4 sheet, and they all have a name on one side. These names of all the tabs are in here. So if you've got the punch, which is this punch here, it's called Keeping Tabs, and you just go through and you line that up there and you punch them out. And then I put a strip of tear and tape on each side at the back side, and then put them down inside my catalogue. She has saved me so much work, because normally I create my own tabs and I just haven't had time this year. So I straight away got in and used hers. She's got different colours on them as well. She's coloured them all. So, and they go down the edge of your catalogue. But yes, it goes live 6th of May for your catalogues. Now we'll get back to what we were doing. I'm going to use these. They're an online one, and I think they're still carrying over. Pretty sure they are. They're Balmy Blue and Bubble Bath, the colours on them. And I thought they went quite nice. The pink part of it went nice with this card. So I'm going to pop some, they're two-tone sparkle gems. And then I'm marking everything that I own at the moment, current, with either online or I've redone my whole craft room, tidied it all out, and I've got, I put a little OL, I'll show you here. This is the tub for these gems. I have tubs for all of my gems, two-tone sparkle gems online, so that I can look at that and know they're online. And if it's in the annual catalogue, I put AC. So that way I know where everything is. It's just so difficult sometimes to keep up with what's online and what's not. Put a little one on that one. And then I've rearranged all my stamps on my shelves. I've kept all my current ones. I've got a shelf full of retired ones that I still want to keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it on there. Yes, and I've rearranged my whole craft room to suit. And then I've also been busy. Oh, where did that one go there? They're coming off the sheet. We'll put them away later. Just put that back on there. I did find a program that you can do in Apple Notes where you can list all your stuff. I spent last night while I was watching TV, I spent my time doing that. So I'm all up to date. So that's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Pretty simple inside. And that's what we've got. I am going to show you before you all go. Can I ask why they say to use? I don't know why. It's just always been, and sometimes I don't. But it's just seemed I don't know, rule of thumb, whatever you like to say, that you put odd numbers on things. I'm not sure why. It's not a rule. It's not a hard and fast rule, but yep, it's up to you. You don't have to use odd numbers, but I'm not sure why. It's just something I've followed along with, and I find it quite good to have something odd. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, May. I am going to show you, and my crafting buddy will probably think she shouldn't have done that, but I'm going. This is the card that my crafting buddy that helps me with my retreats and everything I do, she helps me with. And we have get-togethers every now and then. She made me this card, and this is just the box that she's put it in. She's got these butterflies, and they're all layered. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 or 8 layers of butterflies there with all these gems. She's decorated the background here. And then that card, it's an easel card in here, which sits up like so. I think you can see that. And this, she's got a technique here that she showed me yesterday how to do it. It's got this shiny surface here. She's even gone, they're together. They've got dimensionals to hold them together. But she's even gone and done the backs, because lots of times you just see the back of it, and it looks just plain white. So she's gone and done the backs as well. She's got more down here, but this shiny part here, I don't know if you can see how shiny it is. It's a technique she did, and she's used a piece of paper towel screwed up in a piece of plastic and daubed it all the colours on. And then she's gone over with Versamark and clear powder, and then heated it off, and it's so pretty. So she knows I love butterflies, and my favourite colour is blue. So that's my card. And a beautiful box to put it in. She's always doing boxes. She loves it, and I'm a fan of boxes as well. So that was my card. Just thought I'd show everyone that. Yes, Jeannie, it's lovely. Thanks, Jeannie. Yes, very pretty. Very pretty. I'll keep that one in there. Don't ask for me for directions, because it's just an easel card. So it's just a standard card, and then it's scored across there, and then you make an easel at the front here to hold it up. It's the decoration, I think, that makes the card most of the time. You can do it just a plain card. Same as this, it's just a plain card, but it's the feature on it that makes it. Yes, Del, it is stunning. Thanks, Jenny. That's it from me, and I shall upload this to my YouTube channel, but I will pin it into the featured tab now for anyone that wants it straight away, and hope you have a go at this. Just keep going back and watching the video. Good morning, Nancy. A little bit late, but you can watch the replay later. Have a lovely weekend. I'm going out for dinner tonight with the family, and hope you all have a lovely weekend, evening, wherever you are. And I shall catch you all again next Saturday morning. Thanks for watching. Bye.